Sayre, Seer, thanks for stopping by. This reading is for August 1st through the 7th, 2019. I hope your July is going well. So right now we're going to do the Angels and Ancestors card. These are really cool. They're introspective. Just thought it was a nice change, and they're new, which helps. Okay, so this one says, Spring, see your seeds grow. Then we have the High Priestess, that is a phenomenal picture, isn't it? Maybe I'll bring it down just a little bit. Okay, and then the next one, I flipped 2 over. Okay. So She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. I guess I have a problem unleashing that also. Okay, and then the direction guardian is choose your path. Just a breath. All right, Cancer, let's take a look. I shuffled the cards tons before I got on camera, so I'm just going to shuffle them a tiny bit more before I start pulling. So we're going to talk about spring, first of all. And this is the King of Water reverse. Then we're going to talk about the High Priestess here. And that's the 2 of Wands, 2 of Fire, which is 2 of Wands. And then we have the She-Wolf, and we have the 5 of Water here, which is the 5 of Cups. The King of Water reverses King of Cups. You probably know that. And then we have the Direction Guardian, choose your path, and the 4 of Water, 4 of Cups. Well, we've got a lot of cups, and that makes sense because we've gone through quite the retrogrades, I believe the full moon. So I'm not an astrologer, so I apologize for that part, but I know that we've gone through a lot of looking at our emotions and opening our heart chakra, or just our heart in general. So King of Water, the King of Cups reverse is this is with this spring card. See your seeds grow. So that's kind of when you plant a seed, we want to see it grow, you know. So maybe you start a relationship and you invest love and time, and maybe with a job or with yourself, you educate yourself, right? With your children, you spend time. Even with the garden, you plant the seeds and watch them grow. And sometimes there's that patience is needed, and love and nurturing, right? So sorry. The King Cups reversed. Now this is upright is summoned in his power as, you know, the cups, which is water. So this could be Cancer, it could be Scorpio, and it could be Pisces. And when the King of Water is reversed, then that's somebody that is having, maybe not dealing with their emotions very well. There's a few reasons for that. They could be substances, especially drinking. Okay, so there could be addiction. Okay, avoiding feelings or not being able to deal with their feelings because they're they're addicted to something. Also, they could be angry, and they could be shut down emotionally, and I was like, they can also be abusive. So okay, but this is this is water. I'm not saying this is you in any way, but so the reading could be about you or parts of you. It could resonate all or in part, and also this could be the other person, okay? So we're just going to keep going. So we have the High Priestess here. Harness mystical power. And we have the 2 of Fire, which is the 2 of Wands. So being a Cancer, you are connected intuitively, very, very much so. And with the Moon, you have actually have gifts. If you choose to accept them and kind of look at them, you can do quite a bit with those gifts. So, High Priestess also talks about our intuition. You know, so it kind of asks you to look at your intuition. Maybe trust yourself some more than you have in the past. And then this Two of Fire, so this is somebody looking at options, like two different paths, you know? And so maybe that's what you're thinking about. You know, did I choose the right path? Maybe I need to choose a new path. Because maybe where I've invested my time, money, effort, energy, love, maybe that's not a good place because this is either how I'm feeling or what I'm up against, right? So we have the giraffe here, and he has this lantern. So I'm trying to see my way into the right path. Part of that is feeling your way, starting to trust your intuition, your gut. In the end, we're the people we have to live with, okay? And it's your life. So use your own intuition and be careful not to allow others. You know, advice is great, but it is still needs to be your decision completely, no matter what anybody says. And owning that is really a truly place of empowerment. Okay. So, Five of Water and the She-Wolf. So, unleash the wild within. And Five of Cups. So, Five of Cups talks about looking at the emotions, and it's a kind of regret, what I didn't do, what I've lost. And sometimes there's no going back and fixing it, and sometimes there is. But the one thing that we want to keep in mind with the Five of Cups is, or water, is that there are still emotions and lessons, and we can move on and still have love in our hearts. And we don't have to live in that place of regret and sorrow. Okay? And with the She-Wolf, I mean, it's kind of asking you to work through the feelings, work through the regret so you can be free. So you can run wild. Be free. Embrace that, you know, the side of you that's not so controlled. It's a place of inspiration. So, like how children run around and they make stuff up and they're just inspired and creative. And that's where we want. When you're tied down with negative emotions or regret and sorrows and pain, it actually blocks your creative spark. Okay, and so now we're looking at the Direction Guardian, saying choose your path. So we have all these different archetypes, all these different symbols, animals. Okay, I'm breathing so I can give this to you. And then we have the Four of Water. So, do you see that big pearl she's holding? So, you've been kind of bored, wondering, you know, hoping things will get better. And because this reading is coming up this way, it looks like that a choice needs to be made. Two of Wands here. You feel like you need to make a choice. So this pearl right here is, it's like a cup of love. So the one cup, the Ace of Cups, starts with self-love, okay? So I'm wondering if that hasn't been your priority lately, loving yourself. That maybe you're giving it all away to everyone else. And so maybe you've lost that part of yourself. So sending through things, hoping they'll get better and being patient, that's good. And hoping your seeds will grow, but they do need to be nurtured. And we also need to nurture ourselves. Okay? Because if we can't give us what we need, how can we expect others to do that? And everybody needs to be in that place, you know, if they want a happy life and healthy relationships. So, maybe it's something you decided you didn't want to do because of this or that, and you made up excuses to do, maybe take a path that was safe. But we're asking you here to, what brings you passion? What releases the passion? What makes you happy? Howling at the moon? Because you're a Cancer. I'm just teasing you. It's fun to think about. I don't know why that symbol, I mean, howling at the moon makes me giggle. Okay, so let's talk about this person that's off balance here. And then spring and sowing your seeds. Kind of in that place of, are you ever going to get there? This is the Eight of Earth. Excuse me. So to build something, to build the life we want, it takes every day, it takes work. Kind of like this cello here. I think it's or a bass or a cello. You know, these instruments are made by hand, and they're handcrafted, and they're made with love. So I think what we're saying is, are you creating your life and your abundance with love? This life that you deserve to have? Or are we avoiding the painful information because we haven't got time, or because somebody wasn't there for us when we thought they should be? So, okay, so we have 7 of Air reversed. So this is a card, when it's upright, it's a card of deception and lies and trickery, and so you have this person that's unbalanced, and then this trickery. So could be you're healing from some heartache, or maybe a situation where somebody took advantage of you, or you feel like they did, or was cruel to you, stole from you. Okay, a little bit more information there, please. High Priestess. Okay, when High Priestess is reversed, that means that you might have known and you didn't follow your intuition. You might have known, but you decided not to do anything about it. You might have known, or you had a vibe, something was up, but you said, no, someone wouldn't do that to me. That's when you're like that. It's separating those voices so you know which one is which. Which one is the true you, the higher self that's connected to source, and which one's the other one that doesn't want to face what you need to face to have a happy life. And they sound like they're the same voice, but they're not. They're not, obviously. All right, so let's move on to High Priestess and this choice, this new path, okay? We have the Nine of Cups reversed. Let's take another couple cards. Ace of Fire and the Star. All right. This is great. All right, so the Nine of Cups reversed is... Okay, I'm just going to talk about typical Rider-Waite tarot. It's a guy that's sitting there, and he's got a, you know, he's kind of a jolly size, right? He's sitting in a chair, and he's got all these cups behind him, 9 cups behind him, and they're all full. And he's just happy, and it looks like he just had a nice dinner, and he's just satiated, you know? And this kind of reminds me, and some of us readers, as the single guy, or the guy that's got all these options, and he can take any one at any time because he's made a lot of his wishes come true in that way. You know, it depends on what our wishes are, right? Okay. So, the wishes of abundance, and it seems it's like a single guy, or maybe he's acting like he's a single guy, okay? So, to me this says, I don't want to be in this position again, where I feel that my partner, or that I think that they're my happiness, and then, but they end up not being, and maybe they just act like they do what they want to do. So, see, not only is this the single guy, but it's also the wish card, in a way. So, it could be, and just taking it as the vibe of the card, not the picture, would be this. It seemed like this person, this relationship seemed like my wish coming true. Like if we start a relationship, we're in a relationship, this was the perfect person for me. So we get our mindset on something, and it's, what is it called, cognizant dissonant? I know I butchered that. But it's when we want it to be like we think it is, so we don't look at the real information. We all do that. And we all need to retrain ourselves to be more aware of actually what's going on. Okay, so that's it. There's two things. I don't want it to be like it was, and I'm afraid to make a wish like that because, you know, wishes have consequences. It's like, I want $1 million, but what comes with that, right? Okay, so breathing. Okay, so Ace of Fire came out, but I have passion, and I want to go down a new road. I want to do this. I want to, this is another wish card, have the right wish. This is also being guided by spirit, by a higher power, by a higher self. So this is connecting these two, taking this desire for change, making the right choices, and saying, okay, I really want to make these right choices now. This is your turn now, isn't it? Okay. Star card also means healing. Oop, I'm way down here. Star card also means healing. Okay? It's a healing card. Choosing the right path. Using my higher self. My intuition. And the passion that I have. I want to create something. This is creating anything. This is creating, it's a pure creation. Ace of Fire. It's so exciting. New job, new, it's children, family, anything. It's really amazing that we're getting this. And your High Priestess is saying, this is yours. Don't worry about this old wish. This is in the past. This is part of the lesson, okay? To teach you about discernment. But you got this, you know? This is amazing. Okay, now let's go to the She-Wolf, and we're going to just get a little bit more information about this situation here, okay? There's a 4 of Fire here. And a Chariot. Okay, so here we go. 5 of Water, this is about the regret. And remember we talked about you moving through what happened here. And unleashing your passion within, okay? Okay. Let's unleash that. Let's decide what's going to create your happy home. Here's a 4 of Fire. I need to go up a little bit here. So I got, you can see these a little bit better. I have more room. Okay, so this is happy home, marriage, commitment, you know? That's awesome. You still have that ambition. It's something that you still believe in, right? Chariot. These 2 horses right here have to be balanced for you to go in any direction, okay? If you're of 2 minds, and you're saying, well, I want this, but I'm afraid of that. Right? I'm afraid of that, but I want this. You're just going to go around in circles because one's going to pull, then the other one's going to pull, and the other one's going to pull, you know. So, you just have to make up your mind. You have to decide what you're really passionate about. And just choose your direction. Here we go. Choose your path. It's never too late to live the life you want to live, and just be yourself. Be the person you want to be. Okay, so let's talk about the Direction Guardian and 4 of Water and how we're going to make it better, right? 6 of Water. Okay, let me keep going. That's 6 of Cups reversed. We have the Fool. Excuse me. We have the Magician. Okay. Okay, 6 of Water reversed. This is somebody coming back from the past, okay? This is memories, but it's in a negative way. I think you want to go in a new direction, but there's that fear. It keeps stepping in your way, your own fear. This is saying, what if I didn't learn my lesson? What if I can't make the good choices? What if I make people the same? It's water. And this is emotion. There's a lot of emotion here. And because you feel like you made the wrong choice. But what if it was part as a lesson? And that you were supposed to make that choice? You were supposed to look at now what you didn't see then. Does that make sense? Okay. So the Fool reverse says, I want to do this, but I can't. I'm not that free. I can't release that wild within. Well, you got your Chariot here. You're still of two minds. Still of two minds, okay? But that's okay. That's how we get somewhere. You're working on this. Then wait, so that's a 0 card. This is the 1 card, Magician reverse. Magician reverse talks about trickery. A sleight of hand, you know? So yes, you're worried about making the same mistakes, falling for the same thing. And probably worried about somebody coming back, putting the same, that you're going to be weak and you're going to take them back and you're going to go through the same cycle again. You're not alone on that one. Okay. So, if you just put this down here and said, okay, I've done enough worry. I'm going to put that down there because it's not serving me. Okay? Because now that I have the intuition I'm following. I have the guidance and the healing. I know what didn't work out and how those wishes happen. I'm going to think these things through. I'm choosing a better path. I'm inspired. You've integrated a lot of this already. You're not the same person. So, if you're not the same person, how can you make the same mistake? Okay, 7 Earth reverse. So now we're going to talk about how we're going to help you with your direction. 7 Earth reverse. So this is kind of like this. This is not that situation. There we go. Let's put that one away too. It's another confirmation. This is your direction, not somebody else's that you need to build with anybody. This is about who you are. What inspires you? What makes you happy? What sets you free? And what do you want? What kind of stability do you want in your life? Or do you even want stability? It looks like you do, though, with the right here, this stability card. And you want to build. I see the cards wanting to build with someone. But you have to be willing to build with yourself. Okay? Yourself and your angels. And if you have a good family, you know, they're with you too. It's not always about the other person on the other side. It's worth waiting for the right one. Definitely is worth it. Because then you have peace the whole time. Your peace is important so you make the good decisions. And you don't second guess yourself, right? Okay, a couple more cards here. 3 of Air, that's the broken heart. 5 of Fire reversed. 2 of Air reversed. 5 of Earth reversed. And 5 of Air reversed. Okay, let's talk about this. Woo, you got a lot of pain coming out. You got 3 5s, darling. 3 5s. 1, 2, 3. I believe 5 has changed. Okay. Let's talk about this. This is your pain. This is your broken heart. This is a decision was made. And it may not have been your decision. It was still made. Okay. So you're still in the part where your heart's broken. Okay. This is battles. This is battling with someone and having to walk away. Having to just put down the swords and go. There's nobody won. It just is, that's a chaos I was talking about. Okay, 5 of Fire reversed. So this is getting past, this is gossip, this is conflict, this is people's opinions. So more of that chaos. And then 5 of Earth is being shut out. And with financial loss. Okay. Alright. Boy. If we put this back here, It doesn't have to be your new direction, okay? I know every time I pull cards we keep getting that. Let's try a couple more. Okay, let's just see, because I guess we need to talk about that. There you go. There's the new offer, yay! The new life, the new job, the new... I was like, something's good's got to come now. Oh, here we hangman. Okay, I'm so excited for you now. Okay, all right. Hangman. So, this is what we're doing right now. We're sitting kind of in the hangman spot. We're looking at everything and trying to see, maybe look at it from a different perspective. Not just about the fear. Okay, it's about, okay, I wouldn't make that mistake because I'm different. That's looking at things from a different perspective. With the lessons behind us. With what you learned about yourself. What you learned about yourself is you're not going to allow this again. You know that. Believe in yourself. Because you were always the strong one anyway. You know that. And people looked to you because you were strong. So you deserve to look to yourself for that. Okay? You have the knowledge. You have the guidance. You just got to believe in yourself. It really is about confidence and what you're feeling and what you believe is right for you. Put yourself first and help others with kindness. But don't sacrifice yourself. Take care of yourself. It's the earth. Now, what do you want? This is your new direction, your new life. This is this one pentacle that you can make into anything. Look at this guy. He's sitting over at the top of the mountain going, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Because I am beautiful and I'm strong. And I'm ready. And I got a couple butterfly friends hanging out here. Butterflies about change. So, 6 of air. 6 of swords reversed. When it's upright, it's getting away from a difficult situation. Here, it's where you feel like you can't. Or somebody can't. But you already have. It's already done. It just needs to be released. Okay? And holding on to the pain just brings more pain. Alright, let's just do... so sorry. We'll do one more because we have a lot of cards here. One more, Mente. I converse with awareness. Okay, so truth. Using your intuition. Being guided by your spirit, by your ancestors, by your higher power, by God. Okay? Listening. Because now you know you need to choose a new direction. Something that serves you. And it can serve others too. There's nothing selfish about this. Because if you're not in a good place, how can you save the world if we're not saving ourselves? Okay? And, we all want to save the world in a way. So there you go. Remember the lessons when you weren't being aware of your surroundings and what the information around you was saying to you. But now, you can dream again. You can go forward because your horses are like, they're on the same page. You can run wild. Let your wildness run within. Use the spark of passion in you and create the life you want to live. You have this. Don't be afraid. You've got guidance. You're healing. Balancing our emotions. This is imbalance, remember. When people are imbalanced and they abuse other people. It's just the way it is. Because they don't see fairness in the world. They don't feel like they have an option, but we know we have options, right? Okay. My thoughts are with you. This is a beautiful reading. Take care.